Greetings. Yes, hi. Yes, that's my name, Nanya L. You're looking for who? Well, there's no Sean Henry here.
Okay, then I was given two names. Nanya Shaabu. Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Okay, good. Now that I've established who you are, the reason I'm calling is I received a complaint from
Can you Lucy and Henry?
Yeah.
Yes, that's my uncle.
Right. It's basically he called to report.
Mm-hmm.
There were things moved around in his house.
Oh, there were things moved around in his house.
Hold on. There were things, yeah. The vehicle was entered, doors were open, sun visors were open, there was no damage to the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
There were things moved around, so...
And when did he report this?
16th. That would be 10 days ago?
The 16th?
Yeah, 16th of July.
Really? What day was that?
Yeah.
No, what day was that?
I don't know what the 16th was.
Hold on, let me go look at my calendar. Let me look at my calendar here. 16th of July, which would have been a Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Maybe your name popped up, so that's why I'm calling.
Okay.
So, I need to hear your side of the story.
Okay, well, this is good. The reason why it is because I was just at the house a couple days ago. Now, I have power of attorney to handle my uncle's affairs. My dad died May 23rd, 2008. Pardon me, April 23rd. And May 1st, my mother did a power of attorney, in fact, to handle her affairs. Now, unbeknownst to her and myself, my uncle had made both my parents his, yes, Ken Youth. Yeah. They had made my mother and my dad his sole heir, trustee, and representatives. So now what's happened is, since then, when I looked at the will, and I said, okay, well, this means then I have to handle his affairs, so I've been trying to get in touch with him. Now, I got a letter from a Larry P. Carr, who's a Queens Counsel from downtown Edmonton, and he had sent me a letter telling me to cease and desist and that my uncle had a revoked power of attorney. So I said, fine. I sent a bail bondsman over there to pay him a visit and served him some documents and said, well, if you have a revoked power of attorney, you should have sent that to me, which you did not. So therefore, I'm giving you an international letter of rogatory informing the Queen's Counsel that he needs to step out of this private matter, and he also needs to send me his credentials to confirm who he is. Pardon?
The lawyer, you mean?
Yeah, the Queen's Counsel.
Right.
Yeah, because I served him by a bail bondsman because he first sent a letter to me stating that my uncle is going to hold me liable. I said, well, how can he hold me liable when he made my mother his representative? When my dad died, it automatically transferred to him. I had to go down to the Alberta land titles and switch everything and inform them my dad was dead, so this way the tax payment were going to where he's at. So where we're at right now is I was just at the house, what's today, Saturday? I was at the house on Wednesday.
So that was just a couple days back?
Yep. I spoke with Constable S.A. Wagner.
Yep.
And if there was an issue of me moving anything around, that would have been then and there for it to be discussed. And it was never discussed, so that's a lie.
Well, this is a separate, I don't know what transpired.
Well, ma'am, he's saying on the 16th that stuff is being moved around,
Well,
right?
listen.
Pardon?
Well, he threw this name out. It doesn't mean that you are, but that's the reason why I'm calling, to see what happened, right?
Yes. And I'm telling you, no such thing happened on the 16th of July.
So who owns that house that he's at?
Pardon?
So 40, the house in the Aikens belongs to him.
Well, actually it doesn't. It belongs to me.
Because it was yours through the will, through your dad?
Well, through a commercial lien. I sent him communications. He refused to answer. I have liens on him filed with the Alberta Personal Property Security.
Okay.
That's on file. So I've been trying to talk with him because I've got a real estate agent who's they're ready to go to sell the property and they can't because he's up in there. So I've been trying the last 6 months to the last year to talk to him, and for some reason he won't talk to me. And I said, well, probably because he poisoned my dad and he raped my sister, so obviously he's not too interested in talking to me. And I was up at the house, which I have pictures of, and I asked him, don't you want to talk? He turns around and walks into the house. I've got 4 shots. Every time I go up there, I bring out the video camera. He has the door locked. I call him. I try to leave messages. I had to call my uncle in Clearview, my uncle in Trinidad, my aunt in Philadelphia, and told them I need to speak with him because his will is out there. I am now his power of attorney in fact, so I need to speak with him.
Right, and he just refuses.
Yep, he's refused. I sent him a registered mail. He refused to accept the registered mail, so he waived all his rights. So when I spoke with Constable Wagner on Wednesday, I brought her up to speed on what was happening. I showed her my authenticated power of attorney, which is sealed by the Alberta Department of Justice, and I had a copy of his will, and I have a copy of the what the bail bondsman had served Larry P. Carr with. So I haven't heard back from Mr. Carr. And I said, of course I haven't heard back from Mr. Carr because my uncle does not have any signed revocations of power of attorney. So he probably went and lied to the Queen's Counsel. And I've been asking the Queen's Counsel. I've called Mr. Carr. I've emailed him. I've Twittered him. I've posted this information on Facebook. And Mr. Carr has not responded.
He does have an email address as far as I know.
Pardon?
Miss Carr and Company.
Yes, and he has not responded. So you know very well as a law enforcement agent, if they refuse to respond, if he's not going to respond, then that means he doesn't have a revoked power of attorney. It means my uncle knows that I am his legal representative, and it means he has to talk to me, and therefore Mr. Carr had sent out a fraudulent document because I'm saying, well, present it. I went by with a bail bondsman as a third-party witness.
As far as I know, I was given a card. Hold on. Carr and Company, and this person is a student at law.
Are you talking about, I think it's Vedgertson?
Winston Tuttle.
Winston Tuttle?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know that name, Winston Tuttle. What I got, the letter that I have, I'm trying to recall it. It might be posted on Facebook, but I don't think it is.
Well, it says Carr and Company.
Yeah, that's the company,
Yeah,
right?
so
But the letter that I got was from Larry Carr. It was not from Winston Tuttle.
Okay. I just thought maybe there were...
No. That.
Your uncle gave me, so that was...
Well, we got to look at it this way. This Constable Chu, am I saying that correctly?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Constable Chu, we got to look at this now. I have a letter, and if you've got an email, I can email you a copy of the letter I have directly from Mr. Carr. Now, if Mr. Tuttle is the student at law, then the question is, how is it I'm getting a letter from Larry Carr, and I'm contacting Mr. Carr, and he won't respond? I've got no communications from Mr. Tuttle.
Well, assuming Mr. Carr is the owner of this company and the head, I guess, barrister or...
Oh, no, this isn't an assumption. He is the Queen's Counsel.
Okay. So he should kind of know who works for him.
I would think so.
That would be an assumption on my part.
Well, I'm not saying it is an assumption on your part. I'm saying it's a commercially recognized fact. Hold on. Yeah, Mom, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with the RCMP. Yes, continue, ma'am.
So, basically, that between the two of you is a civil matter.
Well, of course I know it's a civil matter, but as a law enforcement agent now, I'm explaining to you the situation, so you have to investigate that. I've given you knowledge.
Well, I'm not going to force him to open the door or anything like that, but
No.
but you allege that he murdered your dad?
Oh, he poisoned my dad. He was up in the Royal Alexandra Hospital on April 18th, 2008. I have the hospital chart, which is posted on Facebook. And the hospital chart shows that that the doctor, because the RCMP and Stony Plain Division